Do you have an emergency grab-and-go bag in case you have to evacuate your home? When we're downsizing, we're advised not to have a lot of just-in-case items. But this is one thing I think everyone should have. Everyone's situation and needs are different. So what you put in your bag will be different from somebody else's. If you live in an urban area, there may be an evacuation center that you can go to, and you're not going to need a lot of deep woods survival items in your kit. So keep that in mind too. When you are evacuating from your home, where would you be going? If you have any medical conditions or anyone in your family does, make sure that you have any medical needs items on your contingency for your grab and go. Now, are you in a flood zone or a wildfire zone, or is there some other potential emergency that can happen in your area? I'm not in a flood zone or a wildfire zone, but there's always the chance that due to either major storm damage or an accident, there could be a gas leak or something else that would actually cause me to need to leave my home. So for this video, I am going to just focus on my emergency grab-and-go bag. That's only one part of my emergency plan. And if there's any interest at all, I may do some future videos on the rest of my plan, which includes my 72-hour kit in my home, my emergency important documents binder that I take with me, my grab list that I would take with me if I had to evacuate. And I also have an emergency kit in my car, which will cover, more specific things to car emergencies. And there is some overlap, obviously, in each of these things. So for this video, I am going to just focus on my emergency grab-and-go bag. That's only one part of my emergency plan. And if there's any interest at all, I may do some future videos on the rest of my plan, which includes my 72-hour kit in my home, my emergency important documents binder that I take with me, my grab list that I would take with me if I had to evacuate, and I also have an emergency kit in my car, which will cover, more specific things to car emergencies. And there is some overlap, obviously, in each of these things. So if this is something that interests you, please keep watching, and I'll see you at the end. Today, I am finally going to reassess everything that's in my emergency bag here. This is my grab-and-go bag, you might call it, and see if anything needs to change, be refreshed. I know some of the food stuff I had to take out that was expired, and I did buy a few things to replace them with. I may still have to get some more, but anyway, I'll get at it and I'll show you what I've got. I've actually forgotten everything I've got in here, but anyway, got a roll of toilet paper and it's kind of flattened, but it's still good. Yep, I can see where that would come in handy. And this looks like polysporin and some medication. I'm going to just have to double check the expiry dates on those. I've got an extra little knapsack bag. What's this? Oh yeah, toothbrush. Emergency poncho, face mask, shampoo and conditioner in a little baggie, Kleenex, I should say facial tissue. And then in here, I've got one of those travel towels and cottonelle wipe thingies, a couple of those, and then like a face cloth, And what have we got here? Some extra shampoo and conditioner. Still fine, and that's it for that. Ooh, then I've got one of these things. Oh, what's that? Oh, one of those camp knife things. Oh, yes, and it turns into tools. That's a multi-tool thing. I forgot I had that. Good thing to have, especially in an emergency. So, yeah, put that back in there. Okay. And what else have I got here? Carry Clean Cream toothpaste. Also in this little kind of toiletry type bag, I've got an extra little hairbrush, deodorant, and nail clipper. So I've decided to put these things in with the other toiletries there, and I've replaced the toothpaste with this one. This is a brand new little travel size toothpaste thing. So in this little bag here, I have like first aid things and a little bit of medication, Tylenol, Advil, minerals, and snack tabs. The Polysporin, the insect bite gel, and the allergy relief tablets, which is cetirizine, they're all expired. So I'm going to have to replace them. I think these alcohol swabs are still good. They still feel like they're good. And of course the Band-Aids are still good. They don't really expire either. And oh, I've got some paracord rope. And this is one of those camp bags. I'll look in that afterwards because I have to put the camera down. In that camp bag there, I had a change of clothes. So I've got a sweatshirt, a pair of capri length, kind of like exercise shorts, but yoga pants, a black t-shirt, gloves, toque, and a pair of tights. So basic change of clothes. In this extra little knapsack that I have attached to it with a carabiner, I have an extra pair of running shoes here in a plastic bag, and I have some spare underwear in one little baggie in one of them, and some spare socks in a little baggie in the other one. In this front pocket here, I had on a carabiner here another pocket knife thing and a compass. I have an extra carabiner there, and I have some super glue. And I have an emergency blanket, a transistor radio, which needs batteries, and a little like emergency light thing, which I wish I'd remembered during the power outage we have, because I could have used that. And I got these kind of like, what do you call those, like glow stick things. And I've also got this kind of antenna rod thing, and I can't remember what that's for. Can anyone let me know what this is supposed to be used for in an emergency? That would be really good to know. In this outer little pocket, I had matches and a lighter. This little thing has extra batteries, which we need for the transistor radio. And I have this like headlamp thing, which, you know, you can turn on. How does it go? Like, I think you turn it the other way. There you go. If you need a light at night. So that's kind of neat too. In this side pocket here, I have a garbage bag, a bottle of Bug Guard, and a camping shelter. On this other side in this pocket, as you can see, I have a pair of extra flip-flops. Mainly because I was thinking if I was to go to a public shower, I might not want to go barefoot. I'm sure they come in handy in the usual places too, like on a beach. But I also, on the outside, put a baseball cap and 2 of these reflective kind of like armband things, because those can be handy if you have to be seen at night. And I also have on one of the straps here this kind of camouflage wrist thing that's got a compass, and it's got like a little blade thing on there. So that's what I have in the main part of my emergency grab-and-go bag. Now let's have a look at the food stuff. So at the bottom of my emergency bag, I have food stuff and a glass bottle of water, some tea bags, got this jasmine rice packet that's just, you basically have, you can just heat it up and eat that. And I believe it's expired. Yeah, September of last year. So not that long ago. Might try that. And I've got these pepperette sticks. And I got some sardines, which are quite heavy if you have to carry around a knapsack. But anyway, that's what I have in there for now. And I'll have to see what I want to replace it with. At the bottom of my knapsack here, which I've had for years, is like a cooler compartment where you can put an ice pack in if you have food that needs to be kept cold. I've already removed all the emergency food that had expired. So this is what I have left that's still... I've replaced a few things, and the other things are still good. So I've got some trail mix. I got a couple things of pepperoni things, and a couple of tea bags there in a little baggie. I've got my camping cutlery set, and I have some water tablets for drinking water. So I will be looking for a few more things to put in there, but this is what I have right now. I've decided to change out that heavy glass water bottle with this little folding one. I do have the heavier glass water bottles in the car, and I try and change out the water there every couple of months. But at least it being in the car, I don't have to worry about the plastic leaching into the water from the heat. So I would like to add a few more food type items here. But anyway, this is what I have for now. I hope this has been helpful to you and giving you ideas what you can put in your grab-and-go bag. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, I would love to have you, and I will see you in the next one.